Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So this top 37 video is somewhat premature. I kind of wanted at least one more week with these songs, kind of listening to them, watching the videos, watching live performances from the preview parties to make sure that my top 37 was solid, that I could stand by it. Because I think any YouTuber who puts their top 37 on their channel, it's kind of then set in stone and then people potentially go back to it as a reference point. And yeah, I just wanted to be very sure, but not, sorry, I think I just spat then, attractive. And because Alan Torres from Eurovision T, he had this great idea where he wanted to do a video whereby he combined all of our top 37 and then creating a video from that, he asked us all of our top 37. I was like, oh, Alan, I'm not ready to do that. But this morning I sent my top 37 to him. And this is after watching all of the performances of Israel Calling. Now I know that's gonna be streamed on Saturday, but I was watching the Wee Wee Blogs videos and that did change a few of my rankings of some songs. So yeah. So I'm pretty happy with my top 37, I think. But I am going to Madrid, I'm flying to Madrid in 2 hours time. So I want to record this because I don't know when Alan's going to put that video on his channel. And I didn't want him to put it on as I'm in Madrid. And people were like, blah, 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 your top 37. I was like, yeah, I know, I didn't do it on my channel. So I thought, no, it needs to go on my channel first. And then obviously Alan can do his thing. But I am going to Madrid. I'm going to Madrid today for the Madrid preview party. And who knows, after this, seeing songs live, my top 37 will change, but at the end of the day, I've run out of time. But we have got a month left, so I think there's every potential that any YouTuber can go back into their channel and do a kind of updated top 37. So as it stands now, as I said, after watching the Israel Calling performances, my rankings have changed, and I will explain that. So what I thought I'd do is I'd watch a recap video, and then as each song comes on, I'll tell you where it places in my top 37. Do not watch this if you're assuming that my top 37 is going to be similar to other YouTubers, because it's not. Also, don't watch this if you're easily offended by placements of Eurovision YouTubers. This is all a bit of fun. These are my personal tastes. This isn't an objective ranking. This is just kind of songs that I gel with and some songs that I don't. Yeah, I think we all get that, right? But it's always good to do a disclaimer. And yeah, don't be that boring person who just basically says how awful I am in the comments. It's personal taste. I wouldn't go out of my way to go to someone else's channel who kind of likes a song that I don't to say that their tastes are bad or whatever. Music taste is subjective. I still don't know if there's an objective measure of what is a good or bad song. So you either gel with it or you don't. It's like intuition. Yeah. Right, okay, let's do this. Scoreboard. On a serious note, I watched this at the Warsaw preview party and it solidified kind of my love for this song. There's really not that many cultural songs this year, and as a result of that, this song is massively elevated in my opinion. It gives me that kind of cultural song that I absolutely want. And then I watched this as Israel Calling and I was like, I absolutely love this song. This is my 7th favourite this year. Like I said, this is a starter of obviously, maybe people should tune off now if they think this is going to be a general top 37 similar to others. It's not going to be. This is my 7th favourite song this year. I love it. It's kind of interesting because when I did my reaction to this song, I knew I liked it, but I wasn't sure. And it's been so funny, the thing about YouTube is people kind of dip in, dip out of videos that they don't follow the chronology of the videos, so they don't know where you stand with songs as you progress. So some people have gone back to that Armenia video and basically just been like, you're wrong, you shouldn't be commenting, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, guys, I actually love this song. That was my first reaction. Chill out. Okay, so this is my 2nd favourite this year. I'm absolutely obsessed with this song. This is my favourite ballad. I'm absolutely, yeah, I'll repeat it again. It bears repeating. I'm obsessed with this song. This is my 2nd favourite of Eurovision 2023. I'm in love with this song. Armenia, 2 years in a row. Snap, loved it last year. I think Snap was my 3rd favourite last year. So it's progressed for me. Love it. Oh, oh, oh. It's gonna be alright. Oh, this is really controversial. This is my This is my least favourite this year. I'm sorry. It's my number 37. I know there's so much love for this song, and I know I have really good Australian followers on my channel, and I don't want to lose them. And this isn't obviously a personal thing, right? It's just a connection thing. This is my number 37. Someone's got to be at the bottom. And I'm not trying to be Miss World here when I say, like, I actually genuinely like all songs. I don't skip any of the songs. I don't even really skip this one, to be honest. But this is the song that I kind of connect with the least. This is my number 37. How many people have tuned off so far? There. There's a ghost in my body. Oh, body. There's a ghost in my body. I do like this song, but I do really think this is a strong year. So for me, this is number 20. That's not a bad, honestly, for me, that's not a bad position. Like, I actually think this is a great song. I enjoy it. I think if I'm looking at the songs that are in front of it, I can totally justify in my head why it's in front. Not objectively, but in regards to kind of connections and stuff. Yeah, solid song from Austria. I really hope it qualifies. I think it will qualify. This is okay. It's okay. I think there is a kind of significant band of dislikeness for this song, and I don't know if that's warranted. It's my number 31. I quite liked their performance at Israel Calling, and I do like that kind of Sixpence None the Richer kind of late 90s vibe. But it's number 31. I don't think it's that bad. When it comes on, I'm like, more and more about me, you are. Tell me you love me, baby. I think it's quite good. Because of you. Of you. I saw a tweet this morning that someone said how crazy the fandom went when this song kind of qualified in Eurosong, and now how everyone's not everyone, but a lot of people are now appreciating it a little bit more. I've got this at number 15. Like, when I played this with my friends on Saturday and just seeing them all vibe with it and being like, yeah, I had a newfound respect. I liked the song anyway. It probably wouldn't have been as high as 15. Probably would have been just in my top 20. But like when it comes on, and when the world's got me going crazy, I'll carry on. Yeah, it's a good song. I like it. No, happy with number 15. Look at us now. If you haven't seen the episode where we talked about this song on Eurovision Tea, it's on Alan's channel. And there was a lot of heated opinions about this song, particularly the political connotations and stuff like that. It was in my number 37 before I saw their performance at Israel Calling. And I was like, I'm really enjoying this. I still want to say, talking about skipping a song, like when it does come on, I am sometimes tempted to skip it. But it's gone from 37 to 32 for me after seeing the Israel Calling performance. I thought it was a very good, solid performance. So, yeah, it's not a bad performance. I'll say song then. Number 32, for an entertaining performance. And do you know what? With the visuals in the background, Israel Calling, if they replicate that on stage in Liverpool when they do the choreography, and then at the end they pick up the instruments, it all kind of came together. And as a result of that, I said in that episode I didn't see it qualifying, but it wasn't in my personal top 10. I think that's why it could qualify. And if it does, one of my favourite songs is not qualifying, which will be a shame. You can make a broken heart. Oh yeah, Panic Records with their old copyright. It was on Laura's channel yesterday, Slavandic. They talked about Greece, Cyprus and Slovenia, and I missed it on Sunday. And Jordan, if you go onto her channel and see it, Jordan basically says this is one of the most generic pop songs of this year, but moreover, it's like paint by numbers. Like, it's all of the ingredients, as in it's so predictable. I kind of agree. Like, I know obviously there'll be songs higher than this that people will say exactly the same. Shane, like, it's predictable, it's paid by numbers. But I've gelled with those in a way that I just haven't gelled with this song. This is my number 34. This is my number 34. It's just, I want to really like it, but I just, at the end of it, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And there are some great songs this year. Right, whilst I respect the message and whilst I respect the love around this song, I have not connected with this song. And actually, when we did the Eurovision Tea episode, I said this wouldn't qualify only because, again, it's not my personal top 10. It's in the same semi-final as Moldova. I'm not saying that they're similar, but I think Moldova is definitely going through. This is my number 35. I even watched the Israel Calling, being like very like open-minded, being like, come on, Shane, get into this. And even Israel Calling, I was like, this fundamentally, the song, I just don't connect with it in the way that clearly everyone else does. So when I did my top 10, so many people had Czechia in their top 10. And I was like, yeah, I've got this wrong, fair enough. But it's not about getting wrong. I just personally don't gel with it. It's my number 35. It's low. That's low. This isn't a bad song. This poor guy gets so much hate. He's such an easy target. And he was live at Israel Calling. You could hear he was live and he made a point. And he must have turned down that kind of synthesizer in the chorus so you could hear his vocals. So basically people who are coming for him can quiet a little bit. I've got this as number 23. I think this is a decent pop song. And again, people were like, what you said about Cyprus applies to this. Well, maybe, but nonetheless, I quite like this one. And when it comes on, I'm just like, yeah, I do like this one. And at the end, we're getting back to the start, in front of my heart. Yeah, I like it. When it comes on, I jam with it. 23. It's a strong year now I'm thinking about it. I like this song and it's only 23. To love you, scared breaking my heart. Of bridges. So when I watched all the songs with my friends on Saturday, this was in my personal top 10. I watched it in Israel and it was good. Like her vocals, as we know, are solid. I think because in Israel Calling there were just other ballads that just shone more. Yeah, I've got this as number 11. After watching Israel Calling, I had this part of me being like, I always thought this was going to be a definite safe qualifier. I was like, oh, there is every potential it might not be. But I love it. I love it. And there's a YouTuber called Seb Talking that has it in his bottom 5. Like, really, really like that guy. Like, I'm not coming for him whatsoever. He was saying that the tone of her voice and the song just don't gel. It's too harsh, which is fair. Everyone has the right to their own opinion. But I was like, bottom 5. I don't know if that's fair. No, this is my number 11. I think this is a solid, solid song. Jazz! Boom. Cha, 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 ay. Cha. Cha, 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 hey. Controversial. This is my number 19. I don't mind this song. Like, I don't want to be one of those boring people saying I prefer the second half to the first half. I don't mind the first half, but yeah, when you cha, 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 like, and the live performance is very, very, very good. Like, this is obviously going to be a competitor this year. I know that. But I'm just thinking of the songs in front of it when they come on, like, yeah, spiritually or kind of chemically, something happens in my body where I'm like, yes. I don't get that with this one. I like it. It's a good listen. But for me, it's number 19. But he's gonna slay in Liverpool. It's obvious, right? So me putting it in 19 means nothing. I'm obsessed. It's my number 1. I don't care. It's my number 1. I absolutely love this song. What can I say about this song other than the fact that I'm absolutely obsessed? It's just brilliant. She is, for me, the diva of this year, and her responses to tweets of people coming for her is just ingenious. I love her, and she's going to be in Madrid. I'm so excited for seeing her. She's my number 1. France is number 1. France, number 1. Oh my gosh. This is the song that when it comes on, I'm like, oh, I love it. Number 1, France. Évidemment. Yeah, I'm not as crazy about this song as other people out there. So it was close to being my bottom 5 until I saw the Polish preview party, and I was like, oh no, this is good. No, take that back. Barcelona. And I was like, oh, this is good. And it kind of connected with me a little bit more. It's my number 23. I can't see it getting any higher. Just seeing the songs that are in front of it. It's a good effort. I would be surprised if it didn't qualify. I think her vocals, the drama in the production, and evidently there's going to be hopefully staging to match. I just don't love it as other people do. My number 25. Song a secret. We don't gonna be we could die. Did everyone see the picture with them meeting King Charles from the United Kingdom at the British Embassy in Germany? So strange. There was a video, wasn't there? I think this song has a slight disadvantage for me because it's one of the few that I haven't seen because it hasn't featured at any of the preview parties. And I do think that the stadium in Germany was quite small in regards to the national final. I don't mind it. It's my number 29, but I think this one has potential to increase moving forward. But it is difficult because a lot of these songs have moved up and down depending on watching them in preview parties, but I haven't seen this one in a preview party. So this is my number 29. I do like glam rock. I don't love glam rock, but I am rooting for Germany this year. Probably because Georgie, my friend, lives there. Greece is such an easy target this year of kind of just not loving it. And actually, Greek Euro fans are extremely vocal. And I've noticed this year they've been quite quiet. So they haven't been as evident on YouTube when someone says they don't like it or it's low. So I'm getting the vibe that maybe in Greece, it's not like they dislike it or don't like it, but I don't think they've rallied around this one like they have in previous years. It is my number 36. By the time it gets to the climax, it's one of the better climaxes this year. And like, particularly from this moment on, it is good. By the time it gets, I'm kind of done. Like the first or second verse, I can't remember which one, it just goes on forever. I think it's the second verse. This is not to discredit him. Like, he's got an incredible voice. He's the youngest performer this year, isn't he? His voice doesn't match his age. He's got such a mature voice. The song just takes too long to get going for me. But you know what? I can think of previous songs in the past that have qualified out of the semi-finals because you tend to only remember the climax anyway. And I keep on saying climax. Might not be the best phrase. The end of the song, the latter third, is strong. So let's see. But I think it just takes... This is one where I'm tempted to skip when it comes on because it just takes too long to get going. I'm really worried this isn't going to qualify, and I think it's going to be very, very unjust. There isn't loads of love for this song. I think this is middle of the pack for most people, and it has fallen in the middle of the pack for me. It's number 22, and again, it's just such a strong year. It's a good song. I still, when it goes pa-pa-pa-pa, I do find that slightly jarring, but someone did tell me in Icelandic, or when the song is sung in Icelandic, it's slightly different, so it's not as jarring. So I would be totally pro some of it being take out the pa-pa-pa-pa. Yeah. I don't know if that's kind of me being very, very fickle, but nonetheless, I will continue to say this song is 95% perfect for me. It's just a 5% that doesn't necessarily mean I love it, but it definitely means I like it. This is a good effort from Iceland. I actually really like this song. One, we rise like the sun. We'll go dance. It was so nice to see them in Israel Calling looking like they were enjoying it. Because, yeah, previous live performances at the preview parties, it just didn't look like they were enjoying it. And actually, yeah, seeing them in Israel Calling, it just made me love it even more. This is my number 17. This one is getting some unnecessary hate on different social platforms, and I don't understand why. I just think this is a decent... I'm not even talking about the message of the song or if the message is cheesy or whatever. I'm just talking about the melody, him as a dynamic performer. I like this song. I am worried for Ireland in the sense of coming out of that bloodbath semi-final 1 and just their slot in that semi-final. It is difficult, but when this comes on, I jam with it. It's my number 17. Not based on the music video. I still don't like this music video. You wanna see me dance? Yes. That's me. We all know that when I see this in the semi-final, or when I see it in the rehearsals of the family show, because I just got confirmation this morning that I have the Eurovision online press pass, so I'll be able to watch those. You know, when I see this live, I'm going to be obsessed. You know that dance break is going to be absolutely everything, and this is going to massively shoot up. It's my number 14 as it stands, but I want to kind of confirm that on Saturday night, my friends were obsessed with this song. This one in France generally was in everyone's top 5. They loved it. They respected the quality of this song and understood this is a good pop song. So yeah, I know my opinion of this song is going to change when I see it live. But at the moment, it's my number 14. Should be able to sing that in Italian living in Italy, so that's embarrassing. I actually really like this song. I haven't heard the Eurovision version. I don't know if it's any different in the production. I'm just assuming that he's cut it down to 3 minutes. I really enjoyed this on Saturday, and it was in my top 10. I was going to say something then. I don't know what I was going to say. I just really like this song. I really like this song. It's my number 13. It's my number 13. On reflection, listening to all of them, seeing all the live performances at the preview parties, listening to it through the audio. I really think this is a good song. And I know a lot of people saying that Italy has disappointed this year comparatively in previous years, but I think it's still delivering. I did prefer Brividi. Yeah, I was still listening to that. I don't listen to this one as much. I rarely hear this one on Italian radio as well. It's gone a bit quiet with this song. Other songs from Sanremo have got really big in Italy, but this song is kind of, yeah, I don't really hear it at all. But Brividi, I was hearing it for, I guess because Turin was hosting. But like Brividi was everywhere. I don't really hear this song very much here. But this is my number 13. Cry, I try to. The right words at the right time. This isn't a bad song. So I know the Balkan guy Amma absolutely loves this song. I know other people are lukewarm to it. I know some people have just put it in their bottom 5. I think some people have put it in their bottom 5 just out of default because there are so many great songs this year. I do want to put it higher. Like, I think the chorus is a solid chorus. I still don't like that tappy production that's very evident at the beginning. But when it gets to the end, I like it. And I actually really liked the performance in Israel. Actually, I had a connection with that performance. This is my number 30. But I think that is by default because the songs above it, I just prefer. But this isn't me saying I don't like this song. I do like this song. It's my number 30. Finally, my heart is beating. Vocally, she's bossed every preview party performance. I've spoken about this song so much, so for my subscribers and followers, I'm not going to bore anyone by carrying on talking about this one. I have an emotional, spiritual, mental, physical connection with this one. This is my number 5. I'm obsessed. And I just can't wait to see how this does in Liverpool. I don't necessarily think it's a safe qualifier, but this is one of the songs where I have such a connection. If it doesn't qualify, I'm going to be hurt. I'm going to be hurt. Finally, wanna dance. Do you wanna dance? This is a difficult song because like this isn't the type of song that I would normally listen to, and when it does come on, I really like it. I watched this Israel calling performance and I was like, man, that was entertaining. Like genuinely, I was smiling for the whole 3 minutes. This is my number 21. It's in the Bloodbath semi, which is such a shame. Like, I think this is a good effort for Malta. And I don't think anyone should be disheartened. I think this has a chance of qualifying. Absolutely. And if that performance in Liverpool is anything similar, like Israel calling with the energy, then I would like to see a world where it does qualify. It is in semi-final 1, isn't it? Yes. I like this song. This is my number 21. Wanna dance. That jumper is sold out in the UK. Swallow. This song's going down well in the preview parties. He's performing it really well and the audiences seem to really jive with it. I know there's a lot of love for this song. This is my number 27 and that's purely down to the instrumental part, the doom, doom. I'm absolutely obsessed with that instrumental part. I just think the choruses are slightly repetitive, but when the dance breaks happen, like, I love it. Without the dance breaks, it would be lower for me. But also, I really like Pasha. And he's a really, really, really engaging performer. And we're seeing that at the preview parties. This is my number 27. Swale de luna. Luna. It's you and I. Myself, I'm saying. This is another song where I think when I see this live, I do think my opinion of it is going to change. Like, I have noticed every 2 or 3 days it goes slightly higher, slightly higher, slightly higher. It's found itself at number 24 for me. But, like, I do think when I see this on stage, similar to Israel, I can see that this song has a lot of potential to increase. Like, the sound of it kind of is my sound, but for some reason, something is slightly missing for me. But I do like this song. And for me, I don't think Netherlands has taken a step back necessarily in regards to the quality of the song. I do understand that there is quality within this song, but there's something just slightly missing for me. But I think that that can be made up live in that live performance. So I'm looking forward to seeing this one live. Self unshaken, chasing. Her name is she, Queen of the Kings. Fast in the wind, in the world gets up the spread of a wind. Look, I absolutely do love this song, but I am slightly worried I've over-listened to this one. This was one of the earlier ones, right? And because it is a pop song, I think there are some pop songs where after a couple of weeks, like repeating it, you can kind of move on a little bit. And I think I've done that slightly with this one. I've kept it in at 12, but I've done this in the past with Eurovision where I've taken breaks from songs and then when it gets into like the week of Eurovision and particularly seeing it live in semi-final, I'm like, yeah, this is absolutely why I love it. I think I need to see something a bit more fresh with this song. I think if she shakes up the performance slightly differently, I think I can fall back in love with it. Number 12 isn't me saying I'm out of love with it. It's just acknowledging that I've listened to this song a lot. And I think some of the songs that have gone ahead of it are songs that I've kind of been introduced to the last 3 weeks or reintroduced, and I'm really gelling with it now, where obviously if I did my top 37 weeks ago, even though we didn't have all the songs, it would have been higher. But this is a strong effort for Norway. And I remember when we did the Eurovision Tea episode, the general consensus one was this couldn't win because it couldn't win the jury and it couldn't win the televote. I still think this can win the televote. I do think that, just because people love this song. Like, every time I play this song to people, they're like, what is this? Even after the Eurovision preview party on Monday at work, people were like, you know, the one song that I was remembering the next day, this one. Don't sleep on this one for the win. I still think it can win. Hey. Let me down, baby, down, down, down. Show ya, what it is you're missing out. Solo. Talking about someone that gets a lot of hate. I can't be bothered to go into a whole narrative. I've already done that in previous videos about kind of my feelings on all of those things. I'm just going to talk about the song. The song, for me, I don't care if it's generic pop. I don't care if it's bubblegum pop. I don't care if it's manufactured pop. At the end of the day, some songs you love and some songs you don't. And it's ironic because with Norway, I said I'm having a break, so I've over-listened to it. For some reason, I can't over-listen to this song. I listen to this song every day, at least 2 or 3 times, and I'm obsessed with it now at the same intensity as I was obsessed with it 6 weeks ago. So for me, it's number 4. And I'm enjoying all of the respectful videos and tweets and GIFs around Blanca, which I think is only going in her favour, by the way. But obviously, I'm not respecting anything that is, personal to her. I don't care about people having an opinion on how it was selected and all stuff like that. But yeah, song alone, without all of getting into the drama and hysteria around how it was selected or stuff about her, the song alone, number 4, love it. Down, baby, down, down, down. Show ya. Ooh. I won't be getting down. This is up from the weekend. I've not taken it down. Only song, a corner song. I really thought my friends at the weekend were going to be absolutely obsessed with this. It's not the fact they disliked it. They were just like, I just thought there were better songs. I just thought the performance would elevate this, because it was one of the few like live performances that we watched on Saturday, because there's so many internally selected songs, and as a result there's so many music videos they watched. It's dropped slightly only because other cultural songs have gone slightly higher, because I'm really loving them at the moment. So this is my 10th. This is going to be one of the songs, if it doesn't qualify, I will be hurt inside. Part of me will die inside. Like, I really, really want this song to qualify. And I totally follow Chico Toxico's comments and other comments when we did the Eurovision Tea episode in regards to, if this doesn't qualify, will Portugal go back to kind of melancholy songs? I know they've given upbeat songs now and again. I love what Portugal is bringing to Eurovision this year, and I want them to continue bringing things like this. So for that alone, I really want it to qualify. Let's song, what's your name? This is a song that's getting absolute unnecessary hate. But I want to get to the chorus. Yes, I'm not going to watch this performance because it's a bit of a mess. Oh, that's annoying with the edit. It didn't get to the chorus. Da-na-na. There's that kind of sexy kind of production. I don't know why I'm doing that. I can't do sexy. But like, there's a sexy production in the background. I've got this as number 18. I actually really like this song. And I think I've watched a few top 37s, and this is pretty much exclusively bar 1 or 2 in everyone's bottom 5. I think it's the Balkan Guy's bottom song this year. Like, I really, really like this song. 18, I mean, it's ahead of Finland and Austria and other big names as well. I really like the song. Obviously, I am just totally hoping that it will be changed. He's not going to be delivering that performance, is he? No. Oh, another band that's getting unnecessary, like, hate with a capital H. I tell you what, if I was going to do a ranking of my favourite performances of Israel Calling, this would be in my top 10. They were 18, 19. He performed his... And do you know what was really nice when they came on stage? The video that I saw, the crowd just went crazy for them. Rightfully so. I think there's a lot of love. And I think as they go to the preview parties now, I think based on what happened in Barcelona, I think there's going to be so much love and kind of warmth towards them as they kind of continue their little tour. It's still number 33 for me. But it's ahead of Cyprus, Czechia, Greece, and Australia. It is a good song, and it's made up by the live performance. It is going to be difficult to qualify, I think, this one. But I did see that it's now on Spotify. So they tweeted, they were like, I know this sounds impossible, but it's now on Spotify. So you can now listen to it. You come and burn me and sing like an animal. This performance, like, if he just replicates this performance in Liverpool, I still think it's a safe qualifier. I know people in Serbia are so worried that he's on 3rd, and it's a difficult slot to be in. I just think this song is great. So this is my 6th favourite song. Like, yes, I've admitted countless times the beginning of the song I can give or take, but as soon as that beat kicks in, it's just everything and more for me. It's totally my jam. I love it when it comes on. I just completely gel with it. Even though it's a darky sounding song, which probably wouldn't necessarily be complete, like, nectar and honey to my ears. I don't know why I connect with this in such a way. Because when I first heard it, I just was nonplussed about it. I was like, meh, I don't understand the hype. But I'm now absolutely obsessed with this song. And he gave a little bit more in Israel as well, compared to what I saw in Melfest. But I think he was very, very tired. The Melfest preview party. Number 6, love it. Thank you, Serbia. 2 years in a row for me, you're delivering great songs. I'm enjoying seeing them at the preview parties. They're evidently a bunch of absolute legends. A bunch of absolute legends? That doesn't make any sense. I'm seeing where I've placed them. I mean, for me, I think this sound will always be capped. I still love that shirt. I think this song will always kind of have a cap because this sort of sound isn't the sort of sound that I listen to. But I've got this as number 26. And someone said that he's still quite ill, but I didn't get that from Israel Calling. Like, like the band and him particularly performed really, really well. There's a lot of love for this song. In the top 10, in my top 10 video in the comments, you'll see so many people have this in their top 10, which makes me think this is going to do really, really well, despite obviously me not necessarily connecting to it in a way that others do. But for a song of this sound to be number 26 for me and higher than songs like Moldova, I think that's an achievement for me. Or Slovenia. Not for me, for Slovenia, in my personal ranking. Here we go. Right, number one, disclaimer. So I'm a jury in the ultimate Eurovision ranking, a thing that the Balkan guy, Nush and ESC Silver are doing. And on Nush's channel in the next couple of days, they're going to announce the winner of that. And I was a jury, and I didn't put this in my top 10 because it wasn't then. So when did I record that? Was it yesterday, actually? It was like number 15. It was going slightly higher because I did say, after seeing it in Barcelona, it was my second favourite that night behind Portugal. And I was saying, it's giving me that ethnic vibe that I'm loving from Albania. Because I had a break from this song after Benidorm Fest due to a video that went on my channel that obviously got a lot of hate. So I was like, I'm just going to have a break from that song. Probably a bit of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And then I know this is going to sound really obvious and really boring and really predictable, but I don't really care because it's true. I watched this performance at the Israel Calling. It makes it sound like I was there. I wasn't. I'm just watching the Wee Wee Blogs videos. And oh my gosh, that simple change at the beginning. So if you've seen it, it's absolutely amazing. And it does something completely different to that song. So for me, I think initially I wasn't in love with it as much as everyone else. I know flamenco is intensity times 1,000. And I think with the first time I watched the reactions on my channel, it was genuine. Like the performance, I was captivated. And a song which was nowhere for me kind of got massively elevated by watching the performance. And it did give me, I think I did say goosebumps or chills, and that is genuine. And I know there's a lot of kind of conspiracy about YouTubers like overreacting for views. I would like to think I've never done that, and I definitely didn't do that for that video. And then obviously, when I reacted to the win with my friends, it just came across like I didn't like it because our favourite didn't win, which is true, our favourite didn't win, but it wasn't like we were trying to bring this song down. I was just kind of repeating some of the comments of that night. They weren't necessarily my opinions, but I was still a little bit disappointed that Agane didn't win. But nonetheless, where am I going with this? Oh, flamenco intensity. She's changed the beginning, which I'm hoping is a thing for Liverpool, where she has a subtle beginning. So there's more of a build. And I know my friends, some of the issues that they had with the song, it's intensity from the off and you just don't have a chance to breathe. And I know that is flamenco, but ingenious idea to kind of have that subtle beginning to draw you in. And you know, whilst I loved the performance in Benidorm, because I absolutely did, part of me's thinking, like, watching her on her own absolutely like sell that stage, part of me's thinking, should it just be her on that stage? Is all of the clapping and the backing people a slight distraction from actually what is the selling point of this song? And that's her. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It was 14 or 15 yesterday after the Israel Calling. And I messaged Paco, Chico Toxico, this morning after watching it. I was like, you'll never guess what, because we have this in-joke, because he absolutely loves it. He's part of a significant bunch of Spanish people that seriously think that this is going to win. This is my 9th favourite. Now, if you are a follower of my channel, then you'll know that that is something. That's a thing. I never discredited anyone who said it was going to win. Never at all. I would never do that. That would be stupid because of so much love for this song outside of Spain as well, not just inside Spain. And the weird thing about this song, I never thought this song would be a grower. I kind of thought you either love it or you don't like it. And there might be some people who are like, I appreciate it, but I mean, it's never going to be in my top 10, which I kind of think I was at. And then, yeah, the Israel Calling performance for me was something else. She's going to be in Madrid, and I'm hoping the version she did in Israel is going to be the same version in Madrid, which I'm absolutely going to love. So this is my 9th favourite. I don't know whether it's going to get any higher. Personally, I'm just thinking of the songs that are ahead of it and knowing the connections I have with those. But like, I think my eyes are opening up now to what people have been saying for ages. And I am not saying that to appease the people, and actually quite a few people who've decided to respectfully or irrespectively kind of say things in regards to how much they disapprove of my opinion or my opinions of this song. Number 9, disclaimer. I've already said about the kind of, if you're going to watch the thing on Nush's channel, be warned, I don't put Spain in my top 10 because Spain wasn't in my top 10 yesterday when I recorded it. So don't say that I'm contradicting myself. This is recorded Wednesday. This is recorded on Wednesday. I recorded that yesterday on Tuesday. There's fire in the rain to be you. See, I know a lot of people said, take Loreen out, take the performance out. Do you like this song? Yes. Like, I when it comes on Spotify, irrespective of the fact it's Loreen, I'm not watching it, I still love this song. This song for me is what's happened to my ranking? Number 8. Number 8 for me. I was quite surprised though that my friends didn't warm to it as much as me. I think it was 8th overall when we added all of our points together, which does make me think this might not be the runaway that everyone expects. And I hope not, because everyone likes the kind of competition at Eurovision. No one likes the Alexander Rybak where it was bloody obvious, right? Good song, irrespective of Loreen and the performance. Care about this love. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I think also this isn't helping. I know I have seen that live performance where he was, it's not too far from Milan actually. It's the bottom of Switzerland. He did a live performance. His voice is incredible. Again, it probably doesn't help he hasn't been at the preview parties, and obviously, songs like Estonia has massively jumped up for me. I'm just talking about ballads now. This is number 16. I still think that there are certain people sleeping on this one, and I can just envisage that this is going to be a moment. His voice, trusting Sasha with the staging, bringing something decent, and I think that this song has certain elements to it that will shine on that stage. This is number 16 for me. Don't know where you've been. I really respect the edit in regards to the strings at the end, the dun-dun, dun-dun. And they've been doing really well in the preview parties, and I've been enjoying their performances. I think this is number 28 by default. It is a dark sounding song, and obviously I know the reasons behind that. It's just such a strong year. And I think when it won, I was like, this is decent, but I thought it wasn't going to necessarily crack through my top 30, but it has. 28. This isn't a bad song. Heart of steel. Don't get what they say. How you been? How you did me wrong. I could have cried at home and said I'm not alone. Oh my God, she's going to be in Madrid. I'm going to lose it. Right, this is my number 3rd. And I know it's going to come across biased how boring that a British guy has put the UK song 3rd. And no doubt not many people have put it as high. I think a lot of people like it. I think a lot of people appreciate it. It's probably a lot of people's top 20, but probably nowhere in anyone's top 5. It's just a personal thing for me. Like, it is the sort of song that I love. It could be on a Little Mix album. And like the last couple of years, bar Eurovision, the only really other acts that I listen to like on the regular is Little Mix. So as soon as I heard this song, I was like, I know I'm going to love this. And like, it's just, I have this memory at the Melfest preview party when this song came on, because it didn't come on the first night and I was so disappointed. And it came on the second night, and me and Paco from Chico Toxico just absolutely lost it. And just being there with my UK song, our UK song, I just love this song. I love this song. And I know there's a bit of controversy about how potentially the preview parties has been slightly underwhelming. I just think that knowing people have heard her live, she supported Little Mix, and I have no doubt that this is going to be... I'm starting to think, based on all the songs that we have and listening to all the songs back to back, I don't know if we're going to be top 10. I'm going to be brutally honest. I know that sounds like pessimistic or not being confident. I think it's such a strong year, and I think if you put this song in the same category as Israel, I know when that dance break comes on, it's just going to be a moment. But I mean, I would like to think that we could push for the left-hand side of the board with this. And I'm proud of this. And where Sam Ryder necessarily wasn't my sound, but I respected him and I knew we were going to do well because there was so much love for it. This is my sound. And when it comes on, I'm like, I absolutely love it. So yeah, das ist das. Right, I actually need to catch my plane because I'm probably going to miss after this took way too long. So I'm going to hopefully edit this on the bus and in the airport and get it on my channel today, and then get it on before Alan puts his video on. And yeah, no doubt this is nowhere near similar to anyone else's, but that's the beauty of Eurovision, isn't it? And wouldn't it be really boring if we all had the top 37 or the same 37? Yeah. So yeah, but please let me know below what your rankings are. Because yeah, I am genuinely interested, and I do actually genuinely read the comments. And yeah, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.